hoverboard either. We didn't get a booth. Okay, looks like it's not very lucky, so we're gonna go back to the tech world, baby. This has always been lucky for me. Let's equip my fast hoverboard. Where is it? Right here. Someone gave this to me, and I wasn't really happy when I got it, but I am forever grateful because look at how fast it goes. It's literally a tier 3 shiny hoverboard. It's absolutely fire. Water and hole. Let's go. Come on, dude. I feel it, guys. It's about to be here. I know it. I know it. Come on, bro. Please, 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 another huge. No, guys. What are the chances for this, bro? We only have 1,000 left. Do we just spam it all open? Do we do it? Who said no? Who said no? I'm doing it anyways. I don't care. I don't care anymore, guys. We're gonna open up like all 1,000 right here. 500 or something. Come on. Please give it to me. Oh, we got another hoverboard. That's not that bad then. We have 900 left. Okay, let's go to the trading clause and open the rest of them. Maybe other people will give me luck. Come on. Come on. Yo, there's more. There's more. Why not buy it? There's like no reason not to buy it. Okay, let's just keep on spamming everything, dude. Another huge. Give it to me. Please, $1 billion worth. Come on. Please, something, dude. Oh, I think we got another hoverboard. I think I saw another hoverboard. Come on, dude. We got so many diamonds. I appreciate all of you guys that have been supporting my channel, dude. Because, like, oh my gosh. You guys are the only reasons I can do these crazy videos. Nothing, guys. Help support me by donating to the username on the screen right now. I know I am rich, guys, but I am spending it all on my next couple videos. But this guy's also opening it. See if he gets anything, guys. Let's just spam it all open, guys. Let's go. I feel it. We're gonna get another one. Trust me, guys. Trust me. Spam everything, dude. This is the end. Put on dramatic music instead of my dramatic music. Please. Oh, someone brought the Titanic in. Maybe the Titanic will give me luck. Because I no longer have a Titanic. Come on. Please? Something? I'm not seeing nothing, guys. I'm opening up so many as well. Oh, that's it. One more huge. Guys, we got nothing. We got nothing at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy this and I'll give it away today. So comment your username down in the comments below and I will send it to you, to be honest, probably next week because I'm gonna be going to a different state to help my grandma. So yeah, I pre-recorded a bunch of videos for y'all so that y'all will still get my daily uploads. I'm not gonna be uploading daily anymore because I can't keep that up and I basically only have 24 hours to edit and post like 30 videos. So yeah, peace out, guys. Let's see all the stuff we got. We got 4 of these worth 40 million. We got like a couple pet searches. We got 1 booth the entire time. That's kind of crazy. And we got 1 huge pet. And now it's worth 185. Oh my guys, these are gonna drop quickly. Subscribe, baby. Subscribe.
My new Galaxy S24 FE with Galaxy AI. Let's go. Oh, wait. Perfect selfie spot. Oh, nice. I can use Photo Assist to erase that guy. A move here. Just like that. Ah, this is too fun. So worth it.
There are 122 advancements in Minecraft, and I set out to get all of them in just 31 days. So in this full movie, watch all the work it takes to get the hardest advancements in the game, like how did we get here in adventuring time, starting first at the easiest advancement, simply called Minecraft. So grab a snack, enjoy the movie, and oh, instead of having a totem that looks like me, I have a me that looks like me. Hi there. But one of my inspirations for wanting to do this was because I've just seen a lot of Minecraft videos that are out there, and how do you not? And not a lot of them just show playing the game just as is. And then I've wanted to do this for a while. I think even Noobster could show that there was an episode of Skippy T where I was talking about doing this series. I want to do a Minecraft daily vlog next year. It's one of my goals.
You can copy Wreckrat?
Did he do a daily vlog?
Oh, Wreckweek.
Oh, well, mine would be a month. And then as we were preparing for it, I saw that Dan TDM had just started his series, and he was talking about basically the same things that I'm feeling. Minecraft moves at way too fast of a pace, and it just doesn't even feel like the game that I remember playing or the game that I play whenever I pick it up with my friends. So I just wanted to try and do that in the series. Yes, this is actually going to be a full 31-day series daily vlog. And my goal is to get all, I believe it's 114 advancements in the game. Although now I think it's 122 with the new ones. Right now I'm at a grand total of 3, depending on how you count it. I don't know if anyone counts the Minecraft one. That just feels like it's pretty central to the game. Plenty of wood now. Just turn all of my logs into that. I want to make a campfire. Just get 3 more. Make ourselves a campfire. Now I can make a campfire. Go. Normally you're supposed to use campfires because they save yourself fuel. But in this case, I like to use it just because I like when the food pops off. It's kind of like a bocce in the game. Yeah, I've got the nerd face. Is there... Go jump in that water. Let's do that. I don't like that it gets into a narrower slip and slide later on. I'm gonna try to land on this column. Oh, perfect. Look at how much cuter the bats look in this game now. That's a big upgrade. Speaking of getting an upgrade. Oh, an Enderman. It's actually a good call. I should build a boat in case I want to deal with an Enderman that way. Or if I get too close to a creeper. Do I have any better blocks to build with? There you go. I don't want to use the wood, I just got it. There's our Enderman. I feel like it's not a common one to get for Monster Hunter first. Let's do this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, no. What? What's going on? No, get in the... As you can see, this world's not hardcore. Nor am I. I gotta kill this Enderman out of spite, right? Oh, now you're in the boat? You just waited for me to die? That's it? Oh, you're dead. You're dead. I don't even care. I'll get right up close I'll sit in the boat. Wash my mouth out with dirt. Alright. Yep. Oh, just soak it in. I'll even just let you be mad there for a second. Thank God it gave us an Ender Pearl. Can't believe I died that early on in episode 1. I mean, that's just what we're gonna expect, folks. I can't promise much else. Look, I know that I'm the list guy, alright? I know that I talk about all these Minecraft facts. I'm not very good at the game. If I'm being completely honest, there's still not much to expect. I'm helped by a great team. They know a lot about the game. A lot of them are a lot more experienced at the game than I am. I would say that I'm above average for sure. I mean, I have to know all the facts that I'm talking about. But, yeah, don't expect top brass play, alright? There's our skeleton. Oh, wait. Hey! Alrighty. I'm gonna go back up to the surface. Oh, we hit water. Is it just a 1x1 source of water that was just... Okay. Hey! Uh-oh. Rain and no sunlight. Awesome. Well, let's see if we can get any bones. Oh, yeah! This one's definitely our choice. Get it. Go on. Don't be afraid. Whatever you... No, we're not. Oh, my God. That was horrible. Surely there's another wolf around here somewhere. Where am I getting hit from? Not the sheep. Oh, not the... Oh! This is normal? Oh my God. Do I gotta do the classic Minecraft hidey hole? Oh boy, okay. One problem at a time, folks. You ever see one of those smallest bases videos? Get ready to see one that's even smaller. Let's eat while I'm here. You know what? Eat an armor. That's another advancement that we need. I think I can make a blast furnace too. I'll get to that. one of the few moments of respite that we get in this world. Blast furnace. Let me not mind one of the potential blocks that they could be standing on top of. Let me move down here. Let's get some pants. It's a little snug. Can you step back? There you go. Look at those pretty pixels. I'm gonna be the belle of the ball, which is hard because it's a game made of cubes. Yeah, this changing room situation didn't get any closer with warm clothes. But look, I got my iron armor on. Alright, I'll let those all smelt while I'm getting out of here. It is still raining, so they're still gonna be alive. Oh yeah. Nice. Grab my bed for tonight. You know what? I don't have to be a meat.
Okay.
Wolves and
Gotta look for a
meat.
ocean monument.
Ready? Just do a little,
I need sponge.
snipper clips. I got more than enough wool. Awesome. You know what? I actually want to use these shears to get an early start on something. Nothing like bobbing for seagrass. To the point of almost drowning, by the way. What a way to go. If I was just going down there, it's just like, look, Mom, I'm going for seagrass. Ah! Dead. Just gone. He went out doing, I guess what he loved. He never really clarified much on the seagrass part. We didn't ask. Come on, whatever you want, you two lovebirds. Bump uglies, here we go. Oh yeah! So then
Okay, I'm gonna get myself a bucket.
I believe that even includes hoglins. You have to breed them with whatever wart that they like. We're already gonna see another day set. A lot of work to be done, cow. Starting with. Is that a village? That or I logged into a multiplayer server. Let's go check that out. Nice. Well, that's all the more reason to make myself my bed. I want to lose my villagers right when I got them. Excuse me? Yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind. I wasn't booking the room before. Alright, let me head back. Go make myself my new base. Baby. It probably will be a baby base. I don't have much stuff. I guess down here. That tree already kind of denotes what I want to do. There we go. We'll break this sugarcane and get our first start at a sugarcane farm. We're needing a whole bunch of that stuff for all the enchanted tables later, so it's better to start that sooner. Pretty good start of a sugarcane farm. This game's been pretty sweet on me. Booyah, baby! So what I want, that's not even yet, is to do a ring of saplings. We still need a few more. Oh my god. It's not deforesting if I'm just moving the forest from there to here. So maybe if I get rid of enough of these trees, I can find a new wolf to replace. The classic way of finding friends is destroying their home. Do you think I got anyone on the No Name S&B? There was a lot of deforestation across the world. Dan lives in Vermont. That's like only trees and Ben and Jerry's. I had to go through there with an excavator and just destroy everything to get him to play Mario Tennis Aces with me. Have my food, please? Thank you. That sounded more pathetic than I wanted it to. Can I please have my food? Come on, man. Oh, I'm just flatlining your path. I turned into Kronk. Goose Scout, voice for Goose Scout. Goose Scout speak. Food specifically chosen to cute. Hey, look at that!
Jungle.
This is all logs here.
Huh. I see deep cave. Cave.
It was, to be completely honest, the GPAX video I was not expecting to do well at all. That actually was slotted in our schedule as as something that I thought was just going to come out and be a filler episode.
Nothing good.
And then
Oh, no Minecraft.
Like 3 million views.
Nothing good.
Okay, well, I guess, you never really know. And that's one of the things that I've loved about YouTube, and I think what keeps me still so excited to do it, is that every time that you step up to the plate, you really have, like, no clue at all what's gonna happen. This series included. This is very much something that I've wanted to do, but, like, I hope people like it as much as I'm having fun recording it. This is,
a lot of iron
that I've wanted to do for a while. It's very close to my original dream of being a Minecraft YouTuber. And will it work in 2024? I don't know.
Switching to Vodafone is now easy with One Touch Switch. We sort everything out for you. We even call your current provider and help towards any leaving fees. Which means you can still get the same reliable full 5...
I'm not prepared to fight a zombie.
One Touch Switch today.
I'm so not prepared for this. Help, help. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
Illuminations
Oh wait, it's gone.
For ultimate fart blaster.
Oh no, zombie, run!
You can see and smell. Watch it light up and let fly with fart rings over 6 feet. There's over 50
Okay.
sounds, and you can choose from stinky or banana smell. The new ultimate fart blaster.
Okay, why am I getting the most weirdest fucking
Does this
ads on
house look good?
YouTube?
I still don't know. It is missing something though. There you go. Now you can't you can't have any problems with it. And then we need a door, of course.
Ah!
Perfect. Oh, look.
Diamond.
23 Minecraft illusions you possibly didn't know. What? Okay, well, let me fix that. Let me do the inverted door thing. There you go. So if you place a door like this, and then now it says that it's open, but it's not, so the zombie won't break it down. Now, I've got my house built, but I also want to have a little camp over here.
Leave me alone.
Nothing crazy. Just a place for me to sit. There you go. Alright, while I sit on my campfire, look at this image. You notice how there's only one pixel that's filled in? Yeah, that's one of you. Because every time that someone subscribes, this image reveals another pixel. And what exactly are we trying to reveal? Well, this whole image is like a giant scratch-off ticket. And within it, there's 11 hidden milestones to unlock things in the series. Everything from inviting another YouTuber to join to clearing my whole inventory. Yeah, we've got our own version of the Great Reset. Love you, Ryan. Is that sea turtle on a... Is he on leaves? He just had a kid and took up planking? It's 2013 all over again. That's awesome. It kind of looks like he's flying. Well, I'll leave you be, man. Oh, God! Sorry about you. It's fine, he has more to hope for. One of these things is not like the others. There's a creeper there that doesn't belong. Oh, hey, and it's
Leave me alone.
too.
I'm getting diamonds.
To record these videos. It's not some like deep thing or whatever. It's just,
Ah.
we've got Observer here. Observer knows how to do parkour. Put that clip up. We figured parkour, cinematographer, lines up. It's just really funny. It's like I have my own familiar. Come on, bud. Just training my observer. How to train your observer. He probably is toothless. I don't imagine observers have teeth. That'd be very disrupting. This is a big cave system. We kind of lucked out with this spawn. Oh, we already found our way back out to the surface? So I guess I can go get more wood, and then we'll just do a little take-twosies. I guess if I go ride this donkey enough, I can tame it, technically. That's just an early advancement. Nope, not with an axe. I got it. I feel like if I went up to an actual donkey with an axe, they wouldn't be too happy either. That seems pretty realistic. I'm not a zoologist. This must look awesome. I'm sure it looks super cool. Just me, a retired miner trying to ride a donkey. Oh yeah, best friends.
If you shoot me, gay.
Anyway, I don't know why I always hold shift. There's no one going to see my name tag while I'm holding shift. Observer is here, and Observer will see anything. There's no difference. Hi. You want some? Hold on. Takes a while to cook. You like it medium rare, yeah? There you go. Oh yeah! Yeah, look at that one, huh? All right, let's see how many there is first. All right, we got 2. You're gonna catch us on camera. Oh yeah, baby! Let's go! Everyone doubted me. Everyone. You can delete your doctoral thesis, your dissertations in the comments about how I was gonna get the diamonds here. Look, that's real diamonds. Those aren't AI diamonds. Although I guess there is an AI in the word diamond, but it's the different way around. Diamonds and hot stuff are off of our to-do list. Oh my god, there's so many achievements in this game. Actually, there's 0 achievements. There's a lot of advancements in this game. There's so many advancements. That is actually some kind of like primal fear. Just seeing like a total of, how many eyes do spiders have? 8? A total of like 16 eyes coming towards me. At least it's not 16 guys coming towards me. Diamonds, baby! Oh yeah! Who would have thought that iron thing was... The disappointing part is that now that means that Riff has to stay in. Oh, 2 more diamonds. Let's go. Careful. Alright, you get 1 steak. The steak is not worth diamonds. If it was, then I would be rolling in it, Observer. You still have steak? You're just a slow eater. An observed observer never eats steak. Who observes the observing observer? I hope you don't have anywhere to be anytime soon. Any moment now, whenever you're, don't feel shy. Perfect. Alright. I want to keep the gunpowder. I can get gunpowder on the surface. I can't get ice bucket challenge. Oh, yeah. Probably gotta start working our way out of here soon.
No.
It's just challenge.
No!
I feel like I just occasionally hear steak sounds. It's just so eerie. That's a creepypasta. Someone be like, the observer is someone who follows you deep down in the caves, and if you hear a perfect medium rare, get ready for a scare. Can you at least not get crumbs everywhere? We're at 44. I think we could just keep going up. Hey! You ready for a swim? Hold your breath, if you have that. Let's go. Ugh. Oh, glow squids. Shockingly, I need something from the glow squid. First time that word's ever been said. And I'm right next to my house! That could not have worked out more picturesque. Glowing sack. Yep, got it. Go, 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 go. Alright, glowing sack. Now everyone knows it's not up to code. Okay, let's go over to the village. Who do we have to trade with? 15 coal? I'm just shy. That's not to say anything about me as a person. I'm actually pretty outgoing. I'm just shy. I don't know. Is 15 too much? Maybe I shouldn't ask. Maybe I should just go home. No. Confidently weighed 15. Stake your ground. Where was the guy who wanted 15 coal? It's over here. Terrible deal. Terrible. I don't want a stone shovel. Observer, are you ready to go, find... Look, I found a bee, Observer. This is exactly what I wanted to do before we end this episode. I need glass bottle. That's what I need. I was showing my sister my VTuber model the other day. I put it up on her TV. And my niece started watching it. My niece is a little over 1.5, and she was very interested in the colorful character that was talking on screen. So if we need an alternative for Bluey, then Ready is right here. I'm ready, if you will. All right.
Stop it.
There's gonna be smoke from my campfire. Wolves. Oh yeah. They're the pale wolves. What? Aren't the pale wolves supposed to spawn in, like, the snow? Can I do the fishing one while I'm here? Oh, yeah!
Stop it.
Catch and release. Or catch and feast. Swing!
Leave me alone.
I mean, that'll just be there, so I guess
Leave
I can
me
just
alone.
that for later. I'm dedicated
I'm
to these
getting
bees, man.
raped.
I just can't abandon them. I need to go steal all their hard work. What's up, bud?
Goddamn.
We need to
Leave me alone, you stupid
You wanna
mobs.
get ready? There you go. Alright, ready? Come on. Wait, there could be beehives up on, cherry groves.
Fuck off.
Da-da-da. We're going bee hunting, folks. Oh, there's
Fuck off.
This isn't even one I picked. Oh, this was the best thing from the beginning. Excuse me. Did I just push him into his house? That was like the opposite of an eviction. Yeah, let me just set you up with a duplex. Oh, you're gonna love it. It's great. Yeah, unfortunately, it does start off at the worst mortgage rate you could possibly get. But look, you're already so comfy here. Your family loves it. Your kids moved into school. You're doing just great. I don't know why you're boast. It's a shame you can't put flower petals just on anything. But we can put a honey block on anything. Oh, yeah. Can I honey block clutch? No. Kinda. Ow. Nice. Oh, perfect. First try. Goals for today. I want to go over to that village, get a bunch of emeralds, and I want to tame the cat over there. And to do that, I'm going to need a fishing rod. This seems like a good place to put all of our sugar canes ready to harvest. Let's fish first. Nothing like just bobbing for observers over here. Any minute now. Hey! Fishy business. Another achievement off our to-do list. I think we have to cook this first, and then we can go tame the cat. Should I make a smoker? I think I should make a smoker. Awesome. Yep, just another thing in a long list of fire hazards that we got here. Just marvelous. I guess let's cook up the cod here. I very rarely tame cats. Ready, stay back. You're not helping. Stay. Are you really? Are you just taking up a new life? That's how much you want to abandon me? This is like the worst nature footage we could possibly get. If David Attenborough was just like, oh, we see the rare black cat walking through. The cat is Lupus. is wandering away, and we just barely got it. There you go. That's another shot of it. You can see it's really not a fan of the red blight on society. Is this the bad luck they're saying with black cats? Huh? No, come on! There's a pillager patrol here before you. I'm gonna go tame the pillagers. You want to talk about a bad omen? I've got 2 of them right in my line of sight. Okay. Thank you. I fought them off in your honor. Take my fish. How to tame cat in Minecraft, please. Raw. It's supposed to be raw. I'm actually. Oh my god. Oh my god. Observer, get this out of my. I guess I can eat it, and then I'm one step closer. That's so embarrassing. That realization shakes me to my core. Why'd you get scared there? I'm just standing. I'm not red with rage. I'm red with love. Come on. Is it coming? Come on. How did I move so fast? What sudden movement did I do? Did my eye twitch? I didn't even get it. Oh, you're done. You're done. I'm going to tame so many fish in your honor. Observer.
What?
I think salmon works too. That's fine.
Leave
Try out their different
me alone.
different flavor profile. Okay, tropical fish. Sure, why not? Let's go. Back in another shift at the cat factory. Category 5 for all the salmon that I got here. Here we go. We're doing this. I'm gonna sleep first. Look at how nice this bed is. You can curl up with me whenever you want. I'm just saying, it's a very nice bed.
Oh fuck. Leave. You stupid piece of
You
shit.
saw it. Thanks, Observer. Alright, I'm gonna call you Choosy Susie. She's a CS major. Come on, Choosy Susie. We're gonna do what I actually wanted to do this episode. Back at the village. Fantastic. That's actually pretty bad omen. You ready for it? That's a much better sign. That's not a bad omen. That's a good bromen. Put her there. Thanks. He's got a strong handshake, Observer. We've got 37 emeralds. Let's see if there's any trades I can do with any of the armors or anything. I guess, I just love stone shovels. This is how they're trying to get me to fill in their path. I know. I understand the law of reciprocity. A bell. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, please. Please, I just want, like, the diamond gear and stuff. No, don't pick those up. Those aren't for you. Observer, do you want a bunch of stone tools? That's a going rate. Oh, yeah, that fits you pretty well, actually. You yourself are a stone tool. That's it? Still nothing? Wow, that was a terrible... Susie! Okay, that is our... That's the villager part done. Oh, boy. Was there no... Oh, there is. There's crops right here.
Axolotl.
Place. I actually do want to make a proper crop farm, but for right now, this does pretty well. Susie! Scoochie! I'll leave the bad omen here as a threat, in case any of these villagers decide to cross me. Come on, Susie. Wait, where's Reddy? I left Reddy over here. Let me go grab Reddy. I really didn't mean to hold that against Reddy. That was pretty bad. I mean, Reddy had to deal with that whole situation. Look, it's just standing here. Sitting, rather. Come on, Reddy. Where's, I don't know where Susie is. Is Susie just still sitting on top of that chest? I think so. Alright. Seems like a solid spot to start a crop farm. Oh, hey! It's our original hidey spot. Well, it's being repurposed.
Diamond.
Let me see if there's any more seeds I can get just to fill this up. Also, just because I'm not a big fan of having grass here. 1, 2. Nice. You know, watched crop never boils. I actually don't. I wouldn't hope that anything boils, to be completely honest. I think I probably needed to revamp that saying. Don't boil my crops, Observer. You never know with those observers. They could do anything. What's that redstone signal for? Who knows? Where is the lava? Oh yeah, baby. Let's see if I can get the wooded wolf. Oh yeah, you can be Buckeye, like the Ohio treat.
Leave me alone.
About the only treat you'll find in Ohio. We found it. We found the wall. Okay.
See diamonds.
Going for a nice little bath. Here, let me cool you off. Oh boy, I can finally get my obsidian. Okay, 10. Alrighty. Did you break one of my crops, observer? Well, you can't answer, so the prevailing, it's up to me in a court of law, and I'm saying yes, sir. Well, that's not all the wheat that we have. But I can use this to breed up some animals. At least get cows.
Oh,
for a
creepers.
cow pet. That seems like a good call. Alright, we'll build it back here. I do plan on putting this up. I just want to get them in here at first. And can I get this one in? If I have like a dirt block, I think I could just have it walk in. Come on.
Nope.
Nice. I think we gotta go build this portal now. Oh boy. I'm gonna go over here so I don't have to listen to it all the time. I don't know the best way to make it look good, so we're just gonna kind of go for an organic kind of style. Then we can build over it. It's kind of a test in like terraforming. I like the idea of things that are around it becoming like kind of corrupted. So like we can use this with the gravel to make coarse dirt. So then it's like nothing's growing as soon as it gets here. We can do a couple of deep slate that's coming out of this too. All right, nice. That's pretty good. All right, and then we can have a little bit of, you know, just a little bit of world building. Nothing wrong. Just a little bit of ketchup stains. Whoa. Observer, you scared? You're the scared. That's unnerving. Oh, come on!
Diamonds.
This sucks. This is just terrible.
What? Yo, look at all these diamonds. I'm rich.
I would rather go for the warped forest than anything. Salt deltas are terrible. Okay, I guess we'll go this way. Just start bridging. Alright, make the worst staircase possible while we're getting down, and we just barely reached that. Alright, anything, any kind of nether fortress. I'll even take a bastion. I hate exploring bastions. I'll take a bastion right now, I don't mind. I gotta get that smithing template anyway. If I can get it now, that'd be nice. I gotta get netherite upgrades. There's so many things I need to do. Soul Sand Valley over there. Oh? Oh yeah, baby! We're getting a lot of gold. I kind of forget how much you can get while you're in the nether. I usually try to get some while I'm in the overworld. Is there like a better pack of some? Okay, yeah, I'd rather do these. So while you're exploring the nether, what you're going to want to do is find out a 2x2 like this, and then, with a couple of spots for you to hide on the side, when you throw in a gold ingot and get the piglin to go inside, you'll be able to grab their stuff out here. Oh. 1 second. Nope. Okay. Turn off skip face. Turn off skip face. We have more problems. Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. Come on. Hit me. Oh, that doesn't count. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. That was pretty good. Thanks. That was pretty good. I had to try multiple times to do that. Okay, so this is the problem. I dug that out too early. I actually need that piglin in there, and then I can do this. Did I throw my pickaxe? No, I didn't. I just pick blocked. Okay, and then I'm able to grab all of the items that are dropping these ways. Who's cutting onions? Nice. Soul sand? Not as nice. Let's just start trading, I guess. Wait, if I take off my boots, can I get the ooh shiny? Yeah, there you go. Nice. Oh boy, I don't need the bed. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't need a bed in my inventory. I feel like such a hoarder. Where's my path back? It's over this way? I should have some kind of way back here. Actually, if I grab glowstone, we can do this real quick. I already had glowstone in my inventory, I think. That was a complete waste. Well, now we got some more. Let's take that. Let's mix crying obsidian to make our Oreo, or Glorio, I don't know. And then I think that's everything situated there. I do want to get my enchantment table back. I don't need a second bow. You're welcome to take that if it spoils a war. There we go. Oh yeah, baby. Oh no, baby. I don't. Okay. Yeah, that's not exquisite to get over to. What are you doing there? It's not a time for a nap. No rest for the wicked. Now just go back to the steak. You know what's good for you. There you go. You've got a steak and you got a mistake there. Well, now you're just showing off. I don't even think I've been to the Soul Sand Valley. You've been to all of them now? Well, I'm one step away, I guess. Jeez. I work with a bunch of show-offs. You know, they're showing that they can eat the same steak for all those different days.
Oh!
Some kind of mewing exercise. You gonna go for a ride? No, I don't think you're actually mewing. I think your face just looks chiseled naturally. Sayonara.
Nothing.
That was the last we ever saw of him. They even removed it from the game. That's how
1.1 million data
Gotta take those diamonds.
sent instantly to the AWS cloud, so AI can generate insights for F1 in real time.
Don't ask why I'm taking up.
AWS, a new era of racing, a new era of business.
That's how bad we messed that up with Observer. I don't know if Observer found the Soul Sand Valley. I know I saw one earlier, but I didn't walk to it. Observer is a valley girl, though. That much is true. I want that as a resource pack now. Just an observer that when it sees something, it's just like, there's a block here, and no, there's not. Thanks. Yeah, real helpful tech. Yes, it's a.
I don't want to do my hardcore mistake again.
Aww, this is what I've been walking to this whole time, was a bastion? Oh god, how do I even raid this thing? I'm gonna go up and get this gold first, I think. I don't even know the routes for bastions. Like, what's this one called? Yeah, it's the Gold Torch Bastion. It's the Olympic Bastion. Congratulations, those were the days? These are gonna be the end of my days. Skip the tutorial, you know, he sure did have a life. Well, did have a life, you know what I'm saying? Yeesh. They're all gonna get mad at me when I start raiding the chests. I think that's a good pit to put them in. Order up! Order down! Order down the pit! Order fell!
I think I'm gonna go back to base.
Use like lava and stuff.
No?
That seems a little barbaric even for me. Mostly because I'm worried if I go grab lava, I'm gonna die that way. No, I'm not gonna die that way. Here, I'll show you how to actually respawn at a bastion. Come on, observer. And no. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have to set it. Nice. Another chest. Does this still work? If I do, I think they changed it so now it's any container around them. I think they broke this. They didn't break it, they fixed it with XSplit. Oh no, that's awesome! Oh, put on the money face for that, baby. Well, okay, that didn't do it. You know, I wasn't near it. You have to be near piglins. Also, I am gonna have to bait them to get this anyway. Alright. I guess I could go just place down a chest if I need to get it. Like, it doesn't have to be their chest. They claim ownership over everything. It's like squatters' rights. What about a horror show called Squatters' Frights, where it's just someone lives in your house and they scare you, and you can't get rid of them? War pigs. Yeah, I'm not gonna be opposed to a free lodestone. That's a netherite ingot I'm saving myself. Is there more down here? There is. I see one. I don't think there's any really piglins left. Iron block. I actually will take the bone blocks because I don't have enough of those right now. Not the time. Out of here. No! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! We gotta bounce! Come on! No! Come on, dude. They're still coming at me. I thought their aggression ended after I died. Okay.
Two-day streak roll, bro. Perfect memes to watch while you eat.
things are guaranteed in life. Life, death, and a 2-week Minecraft phase. I hate the term 2-week Minecraft phase, but I am technically in that phase because I recently got the urge to continue this world for my last 100 days, which means it's time to upgrade my base using a limited block palette, spend a ton of time collecting every new block and item even though there aren't that many in the game, and even complete a brand new objective. I wonder what that is, because this is 100 more days, this time in Minecraft Beta. Wait, why is it day 103? That's you. You just thought that. Basically, I made this video like 6 months ago, and that was technically day 100 to 103. And during that time, I made a cake, a dispenser, a note block, sandstone, found spruce and birch logs, and got every color of wool, because that was all the new blocks added in the first update. Okay, yeah, I'm forgetting one, which is the lapis block. I did manage to find some lapis, but I couldn't find enough to make an entire block. I only have 5 left over after making all the wool, mainly because lapis is super rare in this version, and also only drops 1 lapis. So that's where we are at the end of day 103, lapisless. Staring at the moon on a Friday night, no lapis. Even he is having a better time than me. I want to dig out an area to put a basement inside of this castle, but first I have to take care of the creeper problem I have in my house. Unfortunately, the exterminator wasn't added yet, so I had to take care of the problem myself. But soon enough, I was able to start digging out an area for the basement.
At night and during thunderstorms.
I want to put a museum in this basement. Kinda like last time, except it's a museum of different things. What goes in the museum? Well, you just have to wait and see. Near the end of day 104, I dug out the area I needed to dig and filled most of the floor in with wood planks. I say most because on day 105 I ran out of wood. So I exited my house like the Kool-Aid Man and went to cut down some trees. It's only 5 days in and I'm already mining wood again. But don't worry, I planted all the trees back. At night I went back into the house and placed a lot more wood and broke even more blocks and killed more creepers. Unfortunately, I started this video off with the most boring thing ever, but it had to be done. So enjoy some cool effects to keep you watching. I will also add some Minecraft parkour gameplay, Subway Surfers, satisfying videos, mobile games. Look guys, the basement is done, and we still don't know what it's for. Of course we still have to replace the wood blocks that I placed, add an actual floor, and on day 107 I fixed some problems that I caused by making the basement, and I added some stairs, more stairs, fences on the outside. Fences on top of fences would be wrong though. I mean, why would they ever add that to the game? And by the end of the day, it was actually kind of complete. So now I can finally explain to you why I built a basement. But first, let's take a walk to beat up some sheep. My earliest memory of playing Minecraft was at my friend's house on an iPod Touch. Back then, you would spawn with 9 blocks in your hotbar, and you could build stuff. That was it. I didn't know it then, but playing Minecraft on the iPod was a slippery slope. After that, I became addicted to Minecraft. So I'm building an iPod in slot 1 of the museum. And this is a Minecraft history museum, but like, for me. So every 10 days, I will add something to the museum to represent my time playing Minecraft. And this is the first one. Nope, that's not right at all. The glass looks terrible. And this is the first one. Along with adding to the museum, every 10 days I'm gonna update the game as well. So this is beta 1.2. We're gonna update to 1.3, 1.4, all the way to the last update in beta. Also, beta 1.1 barely added anything, that's why I'm starting on beta 1.2. On day 109, I traveled far away from home. I'm pretty sure I was looking for lapis, if you remember the problem from earlier. I thought I found a cave with a spawner in it, but it was just some skeletons. I also ran into some squids, in the wrong place. And yeah, by the end of day 109, I still had no lapis. Day 110 is update day, and things look a little bit different. Beta 1.3 added smooth lighting. Along with that, we got redstone repeaters, cobblestone, wood, and sandstone slabs. This painting, sulfur renamed to gunpowder, lapis actually dropping more than 1, and something really funny. We also got Evil. Evil was added, and you'll see why in a bit. I started the day off by climbing a gapped ladder because this is the last time you can do that. After this, ladders become normal forever. And I was pretty excited that beds got added in this update, but I was even more excited that we can finally get our lapis. You know, I remember finding lapis when I was a kid, and I thought it was diamonds. Now I see why. This was the funny thing that got added, by the way. You can use F3 to give mobs name tags.
Yep, ancient city potential.
Useful. Unfortunately, I didn't get cocoa beans or a golden apple out of these chests. Those are the two things that I still need to find that spawn in dungeons. I mined some redstone that takes forever to mine, and I only did it so that I can show you the black redstone. And after that, I finally ended the search for lapis. It would have been so much easier if it just dropped this many the first time. I ended the day off with my first time ever sleeping in this world, and on day 111, I started strip mining. Now, obviously, I would never cheat and look for mob name tags with F3. Nah, I was just looking
Oh, I
for
found a
I
outpost.
mined some gold, which actually ended up being useful later. Then I magically found more mobs while strip mining. I don't know how this wasn't a spawn. I spent the rest of the day strip mining even more, and then my game crashed. You would expect old versions of Minecraft to work perfectly. The problem is, though, that the game only saved my location and not the blocks I broke, so I was stuck in a wall with nothing I could do. So now I've died twice, once to slimes, and once to the new terrain generator. Two very awesome deaths. This time we have a problem though, because I don't know if my stuff will actually be there. So I took some random stuff that I had and started walking to the place I died, right after a quick sleep break so I don't have to deal with mobs. So on day 112, I started walking to where I died, and I never mentioned that I died like 3,000 blocks away from my spawn, so it's gonna take a while. Wow, that didn't take a long time at all. When I got to the death location, I actually got really lucky, because all my stuff was actually in a hole that I dug out while I was stuck in a wall. Luckily, this death wasn't as bad as it could have been. Don't ask me how I know that. They call that foreshadowing. For the rest of the day, I was now careful to avoid randomly crashing. I found a nice one vein of diamonds, then I got shot at by a couple of dudes in my cave, found more diamonds, ended world hunger except for lapis, and slept in a bed in the middle of the cave. On day 113, I mined some diamonds pretty early on, mined even more diamonds, burned a creeper alive, in-game YouTube, don't demonetize me. And then I went to the surface, to mine wood. This is really all that Minecraft Beta has to offer. But this wood is actually important, because I needed this for a project later on in the video. But right now on day 113, I did not know that, so I don't know why I was mining wood. I finished deforesting and started to make my way back home. But first I had to dig a hole in the wall, so I didn't have to walk alone at night. You never know what kind of creepers you'll find out there. On day 114, I found them, and I also actually went home this time. Can someone tell me why I just took fall damage in water? I'm still punching sheep for wool at this point, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing is cool about this terrain anymore. I've walked back and forth 100 times. We made it back to the home just as it turned nighttime. That goes to show just how long it takes me to find new chunks. I finally crafted the lapis block that we should have had 10 days ago. I also made a redstone repeater, and I already made the slabs, I guess. I don't know, they're already in the chest. We have the chest now, because I ran out of spots in the museum. On day 115, I found out why I mined all that wood. I was using it to make a pattern on the floor in my museum, but I didn't realize it looks exactly the same as oak wood, so I could have just used oak. I added some accents to the floor as well, and I basically became an interior designer. This looks a lot better than just plain wood, I think. I didn't have enough wool to finish the other side though, so it was back to bullying sheep. And when it was dark out, I visited the nether for some glowstone. Why does that not work? I managed to get my glowstone, which still only drops one glowstone per block, and I just realized that this looks like a snowball for some reason. If you remember last time, there was a huge gas problem, and that certainly has not changed. The problem is, I didn't have a flint and steel though, so I couldn't let them break my portal or I wouldn't be able to get back. So that is why I dug a hole in this mountain. This could have turned out really bad. On day 116, I was back to hunting sheep. I'm pretty sure looking for wool was one of the hardest activities in this video, because even though it doesn't look like it, sheep were very rare. You know what wasn't rare though? This stupid glitch. This had to have happened to me hundreds of times during this video, and I still have no idea what was causing it. After an entire 10 minutes of hunting for sheep, I had enough wool to finish the floor of the museum. You probably don't even notice the difference from before, but I think it was worth it, and that's all that matters. On day 117, I wanted to make a pathway connecting the castle to my old house over there, but first I needed to go and find some coal. Yeah, I was out of coal. For some reason, when I think back to old times playing Minecraft, I remember I used to play MCSG with my friends all night on my terrible 20 FPS PC in my living room. I don't think I ever won a game back then, but there was one time that I remember killing a guy with full iron, and I thought I was a god. I don't think I'll ever have an achievement as great as that again, which is why I built a small version of that one big island on Breeze Island, because I always remember going there thinking there would be good loot. it never worked. Day 118, it was time to grind. I have a plan to completely transform this whole area in the middle of my 2 houses, and that starts with building a pathway that connects them both. So I was digging out a bunch of holes in the ground, and then I filled them with a mix of cobblestone, gravel, and regular stone. And that's basically all that happened today. That's it. By nighttime I was mining gravel though because I ran out, and then on day 119 I was back to work. I did want to finish this thing before the update day though, so I had to go fast. So I added a timer on screen to make sure we're on pace. I finished filling in the whole thing with a lot of time to spare, but I still had to get some wood to put up some light posts on the side. By the time it turned night, we were placing down some light posts, and we actually finished that part pretty fast. But there's still a problem. We're not connected to the house yet. So basically I had to make an entire boardwalk that connected to the old fishing dock I made. Now you're probably wondering if this was pace for world record. Nah, unfortunately we only got the planks down, not the logs on the side. And also this is technically day 120. It's light out, which means it's Secret Friday. They're not called that anymore. Cookies, wolves, and pink and brown sheep were added in this update. You can also now obtain cocoa beans in dungeon chests, and locked chests are added if your world date is set to April 1st. So obviously we're gonna go look for a locked chest, because it's definitely April 1st. See, the problem with finding a locked chest is that we have to go thousands of blocks out in
Desert. Let's go.
And I also tamed a dog because they were added in the update. Hey bro, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. In normal Minecraft, taming your dog before you travel 2,000 blocks isn't a problem. But in Minecraft Beta, where your dog is very stupid, it's not as good of an idea. Yeah, there you go. How hard was that? This dog really annoyed me, and on day 121, it wasn't getting any better. Freeing the dog into a cave proved to be an even worse challenge. Why are you fighting it? Where are you going, bro? And after witnessing the most incredibly stupid thing ever, I realized it was time to bring the dog home. My plan to bring the dog home was through the nether. How is that? What? Whoa. Now, what is the difference between this portal and the other one? Anyways, I figured
Worth
the
it.
plan to bring the dog through the nether was pretty simple. Until on day 122, I realized that dogs can't go through the nether. So now I was stuck bringing this dumb dog all the way back. Or I could go back through the nether, back to my home portal, and have the dog teleport to me there. So for the rest of day 122, I walked back to my house. And even though it was only a couple hundred blocks away, with all the ghasts, it felt like it took forever. Throughout this whole time, I still never found an April Fool's chest. Also, my hole in the mountain did not work this time. When going back through the portal, I expected my dog to teleport to me, but no, it could never be that easy. On day 123, I broke the game by switching the date back from April 1st. Well, I didn't really break it, all I had to do was restart my game. And then I had to go back through the nether to get to the dog. Again. Now you know why getting a dog was a stupid idea. Next time we'll just get a chinchilla, or something. I got back through the portal and the dog was still there, unfortunately. So now we dig a nice staircase for the dog to follow us back up to surface. And we almost drowned the dog by digging it into a water pool. And finally the dog is back on surface. So on day 124, we walked back to the house while mining wood. The wood is for the bridge I was building at the end of day 119, if you forgot about that. Because of the dog stuff. I made a boat to travel across this large ocean, and everything was fine until I traveled 1,000 blocks in the ocean, and the dog didn't teleport to me. So on day 125, I had to go back the other way to find the dog, until I finally loaded the chunk it was in, so it teleported back to me. Yeah, we're just sticking to land now. I'm not going in the water with the dog ever again. Finally, after what felt like years, I could see the castle, and the dog was finally in the house. The dog days are over. Yeah, you are gonna sit here forever. Since the dog was so stupid, I gave it a name. Real ones will understand. On day 126, I had enough of venturing out to the new chunks, so I stayed here to finish the dock that we started building 7 days ago. 7 whole days of dealing with the dog. What even is Minecraft Beta? I wanted to finish placing all these logs, but I ran out of wood, so it's a good time to cut down more trees. Any time is a good time to cut down trees except night. Nighttime tree cutting is evil. Near the end of the day, I went back to placing the logs, and I finished the day by placing some torches on top. We're sleeping on the gold bed tonight. We deserve it. On day 127, I took a look at the dock for about 1 second before I went back to the nether again. I wanted to make a tunnel that connected my home portal to the portal in the new chunks, so for the whole day all I did was dig, and dig, and dig, until I made it to the portal. And for the rest of the day I explored the cave that I was originally exploring with the dog, because I wanted to find a dungeon so I could find some cocoa beans, because I hadn't found cocoa beans yet. I don't know what was up with all the creepers in my cave, Seriously, this is way too many. And I also don't know what was up with all the diamonds. This was the only thing I found. And on day 128, I thought I for sure had found a spawner. But no, it was just a bunch of random mobs. And that was the closest thing to a spawner that I found the whole time. So we're headed back home empty-handed. No cocoa beans today. But it doesn't technically matter because the old museum was for blocks, not for items. As you can see, it's a lot more peaceful traveling through a tunnel in the nether. I would say I will miss seeing 50 ghasts in the sky, but I won't. Back at the house, I put some stuff back into these chests, and then I stared out the window, waiting for it to change to day. I already told you that I used to play Minecraft on a 30 FPS PC, but that was only temporary. You see, I was moving up in the world after buying a $400 laptop. A $400 laptop nowadays probably wouldn't even run the game, but back then I was getting good FPS and I could even record. After getting FPS, I became an SG sweat and I gained 400 subs on YouTube. I mean, that's aura, bro. 400 subs, I was pretty much famous. So I dedicated this room to my old laptop. This is supposed to be my laptop, and this is a custom YouTube play button for 400 subs. I won't tell you what this is though, but if you know, you know. For the rest of the day, I added some slabs to the side of my pathway, and I tried to bone meal the ground, but I think I'm ahead of my time. So I watched the sun rise again, but this time you can see my progress. Not very much is different yet. Day 130, it's time to phase through the floor. In this update, they added birch and spruce saplings. You can wear a pumpkin backwards. They added detector rails, which I still have no idea what they are used for, and power rails, which will be very useful for us. Weather has been added. You can finally shift break stuff, and that's it. There's definitely not something huge that I was forgetting in this update. The reason the powered rails are useful is because I'm going to build a railroad connecting the two portals. So right now I'm counting how many rails I need to see how much iron to get. I don't remember how much that was, so the number is anywhere between 1 and 1 million. I built a pillar up here so I can easily find my portal when I leave the area, and then I left the area to find a cave to start mining iron, which is why on day 131, I was trying to collect birch and spruce saplings since they just got added, something that absolutely has to do with getting iron. Okay, so maybe I forgot that I cut down trees first and then got iron, but that's what happens when you go through almost 30 hours of gameplay. You forget everything. I, just like you, feel like I'm watching this footage for the first time, assuming you weren't looking through my window while I was playing. You weren't, right? Once again, I have no idea how much iron I was getting. I know it was at least 2 stacks, so we're not quite there yet. And at the end of the day, we were still not there yet. On day 132, I mined a lot of iron, then I almost died. Mined more iron. Pretty sure I mined way more than the recommended daily intake. But it's okay though, because we got enough iron to build the roller coaster. So what do you do after you mine a lot of iron? You go to sleep, and then you wake up inside of a wall with absolutely no way to get out. And the best part of it is, since you apparently can't put your bed there, you respawn back at your house. Luckily, I installed a tunnel that connects to a portal close to where I was, so it's not the exact same situation as before, but what if I told you that my stuff magically disappeared? Yeah, it was nowhere to be found. So all that iron I just mined, we have to do it again. But first, here I am digging all the way down, thinking my loot might have glitched at the bottom. But after realizing it didn't, I was stuck getting all my stuff back. You should have just killed me. Tired of using one singular torch, I went back up to the surface. It's not the best living situation out here. There's a lot of dead people with bows and arrows. At least I had one pork chop though, so we weren't fully at risk of dying again. I slowly got more stuff as the night went on, got jump scared by a creeper, and after all that, on day 134, I survived my first night in Minecraft. Don't try to understand that sentence. Since losing my stuff, I was determined to get it all back. So I started farming some birch trees to get the saplings, and at night I farmed some spruce trees for saplings. And you may have noticed that this is the first time there has been rain in this world, and I didn't like that. So I slept the night away in a bed with all the edges cut out. Day 135, I finished my tree collection. Who knew that getting these saplings would end up being so important? At this point, I'm getting bored of this whole situation, so it's a good thing that I'm running back to bed, because now we can go back home and get some actual tools and stuff. It's kind of crazy that we only have 13 diamonds left now because of this. We're also eating bread now. It's come down to this. Hey, at least I don't have to pay Minecraft taxes anymore. On day 136, I had to go get all the iron I mined before again, but this time I ended up in the original cave from the first 100 days. How are they still here? I honestly think that death happened for a reason, because it allowed me to find a spawner underneath my home base. No cocoa beans though. But now I can use this spawner to make an XP farm in the future, or I can use this one, which I found right beside it. Once again, there is no cocoa beans. It only took me till the end of day 136 to get all the iron again, and then on day 137, I blew up a creeper. I don't know why I decided to include that. I made my way up to the surface, and then I entered the castle. I had to smelt all the iron before I could make the rails, but luckily you don't have to wait for that. Only I do. I made my way back into the nether, and now it's time for the most interesting segment ever. It was actually kind of annoying trying to make a staircase out of the rails. Now that I think of it, I probably could have just put the home portal underground as well. But I didn't, so I was stuck with this. It took me about 5 minutes to actually finish the staircase, which isn't that bad. And the straight line was much easier to make. All I had to do was remember to place a powered rail every 7 rails. So on day 138, I was finished making the railroad. Now we just have to see if it works. Of course it didn't work. To be fair, it's been at least 10 years since I built one of these things, so you can't blame me for forgetting how they work. Well, actually you can. I don't know who else you would blame. Alright, now the track will work. It's time for take 2. Well, we're not getting that back. Okay, really? Why did it... Obviously the railroad worked this way because there is barely any uphill, but will it work the other way?
Potential can feel daunting, scary, but today is a new day, a blank slate where anything is possible if you choose to make it happen. It all starts with skills.
See how you can get started. Search Skills for Life.
Experience the power of AI on Android, in-store at Currys or online at carphonewarehouse.com.
Play a free exciting mode. Snake Attack, the fast reaction light game from character.
You were so close. Okay, now it has to work. There's no way it doesn't work. I'm not even gonna... Well, at least we now know it works. Finally. On day 139, I just wanted to make a few upgrades to the home area, because we're still doing that. So I planted some of the saplings we got earlier, all around the path. Who knew the saplings that I collected 3 times would actually be useful? I realized I placed way too many of them though, so I had to remove a couple. Next I grabbed some stone I was smelting, and I used it to make some rocks around the side of the path as well. This has to be one of my favorite builds, even though it's just a rock. I feel like the rocks add so much to the area. Minecraft should have natural rocks. I continued placing rocks all around the path like this, and I even thought I was cooking by adding some rocks inside of the water. Yeah, that definitely looks pretty cool. Today's museum installation is dedicated to when all my friends quit Minecraft, except for me. This is supposed to be me, and the wool symbolizes the people who quit. Yeah, the quality of these is really going downhill. It was sad times when I was 12. Playing Minecraft was no longer cool. But you know what is cool? Update day. We got the dead bush, tall grass, the fern, trapdoors, maps. You can bone meal grass now. The suffocating bed glitch is fixed. There's no more hit cooldown finally. And crashing into soul sand with a boat apparently kills you. So first I had to craft the new items. Alright, we got a map now. Don't know why I would need to use this. And I had to test out the soul sand boat glitch. Okay, nah, this is crazy. Where are you even coming from? So I put all my items away in case something weird happened, like with the bed, but as it turns out, nothing happens at all. Something I also noticed about this update and the next one is that they don't show up in the top left of the screen. So this is beta 1.6 if anyone was wondering. I started off the day by bone mealing the area in the middle of my castle. I wanted to do this for a long time. How did it take this long to invent bone meal? And I also started bone mealing the area outside of the castle as well. There was a problem though. We don't have that much bone meal. So that's where the spawners from earlier come in. One of them was a skeleton spawner, so I can use it to farm bone meal. So we gotta find the spawner. It's also kind of funny that I'm doing this right after making a roller coaster. It's like 2 of the most classic things to do in old Minecraft. On day 141, I found the skeleton spawner, which means we can start turning this into a skeleton farm. Except I have no idea how. Bro's been playing Minecraft for over 10 years and can't make a mob farm. Fortunately, the old mob farm design looks pretty easy to make though. First, you gotta dig out a 9x9 area around the spawner. Then you gotta leave an indent in the floor for the water to flow to, and when that's all mined out, you make a little hole here, and now we just need water on each side. Next you make a little area to hit the mobs, and finally you fall into the farm to test it out. I obviously did that on purpose. After making the farm, I sat here farming some bone meal. Eventually I got smart and put a slab here though, so the skeletons can't hit me. And I literally just sat here farming skeletons for the rest of the day. That's it. On the next day I started building a ladder to the surface so I could get in and out of this place. And of course the spawner was underwater, so I nearly drowned. Then I built this pillar on top of it so I'll always know where it is. Next I wanted to use all the bone meal I farmed around the path like this. It's better to do this in the day and farm skeletons at night. You also might have noticed a lot of bald sheep in the last few clips. I want to make one of those red and white lighthouses on top of the mob spawner, but I need a lot of wool to do that, so I've been punching sheep whenever I get the chance. Towards the end of the day, I brought some ladders back to the spawner so I could finish the ladder. I also added some torches because it gets very dark. Then I spent the rest of the day hitting skeletons. On day 143, I started to build a shape for the lighthouse. I also found out you can't re-dye wool, so that makes this even harder. I'm only looking for white sheep from now on. I didn't like how this turned out, so I rebuilt it a little smaller, but this is literally all the wool we have right now, so we need a bit more. So my day was just dedicated to punching sheep, and each day I only have 10 minutes to do this because passive mobs only spawn at night. I also have to collect a lot of red flowers because half of the lighthouse has to be red wool. So with only 43 wool by the end of the day, I had a little bit of a problem. So on day 144 I kept punching sheep, and by the middle of the day I started expanding the lighthouse a little bit more, and I even got started on the red section. I ran out of wool pretty fast though, so yeah. On day 145, I woke up inside of a mountain. We now only have 5 more days to finish the lighthouse. I continued building the red layer of the house, and then I moved on to another white layer. But there was a problem. We're still not even halfway done. On day 146, I realized there was a problem. The lighthouse looks terrible. So I tried placing more red wool, because I thought it would make it better. Is it better? It's not better. That doesn't matter for right now though, because I need more wool. And you probably wouldn't believe it, but I spent the rest of the day getting 0 more wool. So on day 147, I realized something had to be done. Instead of using white wool, we should just use snow blocks instead. I didn't really want to use snow because of how hard it was for me to use it before, but now with the portal that takes me to new chunks, it's way easier than finding sheep. So I spent the rest of the day mining snow, and at the end of the day I went back home, finally with enough materials to complete this build. The thing about this lighthouse is that it currently looks really bad, so I had to spend the first part of the day dismantling it. And this was in the last version before they added shears, so it takes forever to mine wool. So you would think I wouldn't start building it again, only to change my mind again. No, I wouldn't do that. I spent the rest of the day building the actual lighthouse this time, and instead of all that weird curvature, I decided to make it a cylinder. And then I made the last area stick out a bit, kind of like a Mario pipe, and after running out of red wool, this is what we had. It's obviously still not finished. I spent the rest of the day collecting red flowers in the rain, and at the end of the day, I switched the Mario pipe design because it looked goofy, and because I also didn't have enough red wool to finish it. Next, I added slabs on the outside of it like this. Then I made the light at the top of the lighthouse. Okay, I know the torches look stupid. I'll change it to glowstone later. We'll put a few more slabs on the top, and this is what took us 7 or 8 days to build. Literally only because of the rarity of wool. On day 149, it was still raining, but at least I could get back to bone mealing finally. It's funny that I have to bone meal literally everything because there was no tall grass at the beginning of this world. Also, by this point, a lot of the trees had grown too, so that was pretty cool. Eventually the rain stopped, which is interesting because I thought it lasts a lot longer, and I ran out of bone meal again. But at least most of the area is bone mealed now. I did kind of forget to add an interior to the lighthouse, so I spent the rest of the day doing that. Part of the lighthouse got blown up by a creeper, which wasn't annoying at all. It was so unannoying that I had to go all the way back to my house to get more snow blocks to fix it. And then it was nighttime, so I was kind of worried about it happening again. But we were okay, so I finished this staircase to the top, and now the lighthouse is actually finished. Even though I don't want to include it, it would be messed up not to put UHC in the museum, because I spent a lot of time playing UHC when I was younger. If you don't know what UHC is, consider yourself lucky. But yeah, I built a big heart for UHC. not because I love UHC. It's a hardcore heart for UHC. But yeah, now we're 50% of the way through my Minecraft life. Only 50 more days to go. Day 150 is a special update. Some people consider it to be the best version of Minecraft ever. It's beta 1.7.3. Time to see what this version is all about. It added pistons, sticky pistons, shears, silverfish. You can finally build on fences. Apparently this is the first version you need flint and steel to blow up TNT. I never knew that. In the last version of the game to feature the Farlands. So it's time to go there. It's only a few blocks away. This is also the only beta version that you can still download the Faithful texture pack for. So we're going to be using it for the next few days. Okay, I forgot you need Optifine. After only 10 minutes of Optifine installing, we now have the texture pack. It is based off the new textures though, so it's not the original Faithful. But whatever, this took way too long. I'm not looking for the old one. You might remember me saying I forgot something very important 20 days ago on update day. Yeah, I completely forgot achievements were added in like beta 1.5. So today I decided to grind achievements. The first ones were simple. I just had to make a sword and a hoe. Then I decided to do the one where I have to cook a fish. It's a good thing I had one singular fish in this chest. I cooked the fish, and that was another achievement. And for the next achievement, I killed a mob. Some very hard achievements were missing. I also found a pink sheep for the first time during this day, and yes, I resisted the urge to punch it. Or what if I didn't, and I just cut it out? One of the achievements was just to craft a piece of bread. Kind of ironic when I have 3 pieces of bread in my inventory already. And on day 151, I tried to milk a cow to make a cake. I'm pretty sure you literally have to click the in this version. There's an achievement to ride a pig off a cliff, but I forgot you can't control the pig at all. And the only way off the pig is killing it and losing a saddle. There's a lot of weird stuff in this version. Even weirder, I stared at a chicken for like 5 minutes, waiting for it to lay an egg. I'm not exaggerating, by the way. This actually took 5 minutes. But that was the last ingredient for the cake achievement, which leaves 2 more achievements left. Compared to all the other achievements, the last 2 are actually hard. The first achievement is to ride a minecart 1,000 meters. I thought you could just ride the minecart back and forth and it would count as more distance, but apparently that is not the way this works. So I rode a minecart back and forth for the rest of the day for nothing. This led me to try the other achievement on day 152, which is riding a pig off a cliff. At first I was confused on how to do this, but I found out you can still punch the pig while you're riding it. So this achievement wasn't actually that hard, because I didn't have to rely on the pig to jump off. But the next achievement was an actual menace. For the next achievement to work, I actually have to ride a minecart 1,000 meters. I'm not allowed to double back on existing rails, they all have to be different. The obvious solution for this is just to build a 1,000 block long railroad, but knowing how long that would take, I was out here trying to find different methods. The problem was that none of these methods actually worked. So as it turns out, I'm going to have to expand this track 700 more blocks. 652 actually, according to the sign. So that means it's back to grinding iron again. Look at me. You can see that I was still in denial. Since it was my only option, I spent the rest of the day grinding iron. Once again, I have no memory of how much iron I actually needed. I just know it was over 2 stacks. Fortunately, due to locking in, at the end of the day I had enough iron. Or at least you would think that, because I was heading back to my base. No, I actually just gave up on the iron mission. I don't remember why. On day 153, I smelted a bunch of gold and iron, and I turned all of it into rails. I then began the long journey of digging a strip mine all the way to Z1000. It's crazy how if there was enchants, I could have done this pretty much instantly. But no, this took a massive amount of time, straight from the beginning to the end of the day. And after that, I had to start placing the rails all the way back to where we started. This didn't take nearly as long though, because I didn't actually have that many rails. So I ran out of rails like 250 blocks in, which meant I needed to get 400 more rails. It takes 6 iron to make 16 rails, which means we need about 150 iron to make all our rails. Obviously less than that because some of the rails are going to be powered rails, but this isn't a math channel, so 150 iron it is. So on day 154, I grinded iron a little bit, but this cave was already pretty explored, so I went to surface to find another one. And once I found another one, I just mined more iron. That's the whole day. It's just iron and creepers. On day 155, I started finding some blue iron as well. There was also a spawner with no cocoa beans in it, also no golden apple. That's the whole day. It's just iron and creepers. On day 155, I started finding some blue iron as well. There was also a spawner with no cocoa beans in it, also no golden apple, but I've given up on that entirely. And at the end of the day, I had way more than 150 iron, so one of us calculated wrong. either me or me in the video. On day 156, I finally went back to surface. Now that we have shears, I can shear sheep instead of punching them. I found the way back to my portal pretty easy enough, and back at home, it was time to smelt a ton of iron. After smelting the iron, this is how many rails we ended up with. That's at least 10. And now begins the slow, boring process of laying them all on the ground, but not as a viewer. You just get to experience the finished railroad. So on day 157, I rode the railroad 1,000 blocks, and did not get the achievement. At this point, I thought it was broken, so the best thing I could do, obviously, was extend the railroad out even more. I also ran out of redstone, so I was using levers to activate the rails now. So after adding like 100 more blocks, I tested the railroad again. And yeah, this time it actually worked. I'm guessing it only counted the blocks on one axis and not the other, but now I was officially done with every achievement in beta 1.7.3, which is crazy because the actual current all advancements record is not much longer than it took me to do this. That's kind of concerning. Now that I had nothing to do, on day 158, I started cutting down a bunch of trees. You remember the bridge we built to my house like 30 days ago? Well, now I wanted to make one that connects the house to the lighthouse as well. So to do this, I needed to get a ton of wood. So that's what I did for the rest of the day. I got wood. This is the most common day in Minecraft beta. What's not common though is a squid in your water fountain. I actually need the ink sacks though, so I'll take it. On day 159, I started to build the plank part of the bridge. I decided to be a little different and make the bridge curve this time though. I did mess up and make this bridge only 3 blocks wide instead of 4 like the last one, but considering the fact that I didn't notice that until now, I think we're fine. I bet you didn't know that I deleted my YouTube channel once before. Not this one. Obviously not this one. But remember when I talked about my YouTube channel with 400 subs? When I was in like 8th grade, my YouTube channel got compromised. People in my school found my channel. I don't know about now, but back then, people finding your Minecraft channel was the end of the world. Even though looking back on it, no one actually cared. But back then, I thought it was over. So that was the end of my YouTube journey. I guess I'll never hit 1,000,000 subs. That's why I made this black play button. Okay, that looks a little better. It's supposed to be a play button, but dead, because I deleted the channel. All of these squares were for nothing. Day 160 was the Shadow Chest update. I was so used to using Faithful now that things look a little bit weird. But of course things are about to look really weird because you can sprint. You can only double tap W in this version, but still, it was amazing. There's also finally Hunger, as you can see. You were able to block your sword, which is a mythical feature for anyone who started playing after 1.8. And you could also pull back your bow. If you know your Minecraft beta update lore, you might know that 1.8.1 is one of the last updates in beta. It is technically the last, but not in this video. No, I'm actually going to be on this version for the next 30 days, and to answer why, I will list off everything added in this update. Stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, cracked stone bricks, infested stone, breaking stone brick slabs and stairs, mushroom blocks, melons, vines, iron bars, glass beams, fence gates, chicken, beef, ender pearls, melon and pumpkin seeds, rotten flesh, cave spiders, endermen, XP, mine shafts, ravines, strongholds, villages, new biomes, and finally potion effects. And there's also everything I showed before that as well. So at the beginning of the day, I added some new blocks to the chest, and after doing that, I realized there was a big problem with food in this version. I don't know if I'm just used to not having to eat in the earlier versions, or if you actually run out of hunger way faster than modern Minecraft. But we are going to need a lot of food. Food that I can't seem to find around my base, so we're gonna have to go find some new chunks. At the end of the day, I slept in the water, and on day 161, I went looking for some new terrain. It took a little bit, but I found a new plains biome. For the first time since day 1, this finally looks like modern terrain. I made sure to farm a lot of food while I was out here, and I also sheared a bunch of sheep because of the events from before. I never want to have to find wool again. I also wanted to collect some of the blocks we don't have yet, so I grabbed a bunch of vines from this green swamp, and since there's been shears in the game for a while now, I can collect leaves. I also wanted to find a fern because they got added last update, but I spent the rest of the night looking for one and couldn't find it, so I guess they don't spawn yet. I found a cave on day 162, and something funny I found out about this update is that even though there is an XP bar, it doesn't show your level. It just resets you back to 0 every time you level up. You can also do large amounts of knockback to mobs while sprinting. I guess that was never tested when they added sprint. And you can get your diamonds blown up by a creeper. That was always a feature though. For some reason, it also seems to be a common feature. I mean, look at this guy ready to jump. He didn't do it this time, though. He's chill, I guess. This version of Minecraft was the first one where caving isn't super boring. Now we have a lot of ravines. Way too many, actually. And then there's the thing that I was actually looking for, a mineshaft. My least favorite part of mineshafts in this version is that you get stuck on these fences. Their hitbox is a full block. The creepers are also pretty annoying. This is literally just a thing they do. They hide behind walls. Something cool, though, is that there are no minecart chests yet, even though there are still rails on the ground. I guess that's some good mineshaft lore. I found a spawner that was connected to the mineshaft, and after 42 days, we finally got some cocoa beans. I never ended up making a cookie, though, so after all that, the cocoa beans ended up being useless. I continued exploring the mineshaft for the rest of the day, found a chest with melon seeds, so now we can get melons, found another chest with melon seeds, and another chest with chest contents. On day 163, I was still exploring the mineshaft. I was really hoping on this day I would find pumpkin seeds, because I want to build a giant farm in the unused area between my house and the castle. And the last seed we need is pumpkins. But it seems every chest I open just has melon seeds. I got attacked by a cave spider on this day, and I found out that they are actually not yet poisonous. So cave spiders are just not scary at all in this update. After checking a few more chests, mining a few more diamonds, discovering the floating mineshaft, finding out there's a new achievement I have to do, and finding another spawner, we still had no pumpkin seeds at the end of the day. So on day 164, I was still looking for pumpkin seeds. I did come up with another goal though. Since I lost my armor when I suffocated from the bed, I wanted to get full diamond again, which means we need 7 more diamonds as well. It's a race between finding 2 diamonds. So pumpkin seeds probably aren't
God, why is it always doing that?
Understand what kind of knockback we were working with. Like, this is actually insane. I re-entered the mineshaft towards the end of the day, and I checked a few more chests, but still nothing. No diamonds or pumpkin seeds for the rest of the day. Hopefully day 165 can actually put an end to the war. And that's it. Diamonds win. Diamonds did kind of have an unfair advantage though, because I think it's impossible to get pumpkin seeds in this update. I'm pretty sure they weren't included in chest loot by accident or something, because I have to have looted at least 30 chests and didn't find any. So after getting stuck in a cobweb and almost dying, I was back on the surface, with no armor at all, because I didn't craft my diamond armor. And I hate the rain in this version, so I built a big pillar in the sky so that I could sleep. Yeah, it turns out that this was a super dumb idea. I didn't die from this because I was able to react, but I completely forgot that mobs can just spawn on you while sleeping in this version. This is honestly surprising that this was the first time it happened to me. So yeah, we're sleeping with the nightlight on from now on. On day 166, I did another stupid thing, or Mojang did a stupid thing by making 1 block water do fall damage in old versions. Either way, someone did something stupid. I also still am not making armor for some reason. I don't know why I just forgot to make armor. I started cutting down a bunch of trees because I still have to finish that bridge from day 159, and then I sailed the ocean back towards my nether portal. You can really tell how many versions of the game I've been through. I made it back home just before it turned night, and now for some reason I was able to craft my armor. It's not like I could have just done this before. Nah, I almost had to die twice. On day 167, I started placing the wood. I got to here and I was out of wood, so we needed a lot more. So back to the nether we go. Since I got rid of all the trees around my home area, it's time to torture a different forest. I also don't understand why the fog randomly disappears in the nether in this update. Does anyone know why that happens? I spent the rest of the day mining wood, and I spent the night mining wood as well, which is risky because we all know what happens when you do that. Luckily, no one did. 168, I saved the environment by planting back some of the trees. Of course, we'll forget the fact that I definitely chopped down more than I placed. And I started working on the bridge again. I finished placing all the pillars, and now I just had to make them 1 block taller with a torch on each one. When I finished that, I realized I might as well circle this thing all the way around, so I built even more bridge. I did the same thing with the logs on the sides as I did with the last one, and when it turned night, I was finished with the entire thing. There is a mob problem right now, but a bit of light will fix it. There's also an Enderman problem. They like to steal your blocks. And yes, the Enderman was making zombie sounds. They did that at first. After lighting the whole area up, I took a look at the finished bridge. That's a lot more bridge than when we started. and it's about to be a lot more bridge, but this time the land version of a bridge, so a path. On day 169, I built a path similar to the one connecting my house and castle. I don't know why I said similar. It's actually exactly the same, just in a different place. And once the path was complete, I added some logs with torches for light. But then I ran out of torches, so no more light, I guess. I finished the path off by adding some slabs on the side, and there it is. That's a pretty nice path. When I was younger, there was a point in time where I never thought I'd play Minecraft again, and that was because I found a new game to play. Fortnite. Fortnite was massive in early 2018, and it was literally the only thing I played. Actually, it was the only thing I did other than go to school as well. I was obsessed with Fortnite. It seemed like I would never play Minecraft again, now that I had found a different game. So that's why this part of the museum is dedicated to Fortnite. That's what the F stands for, right there. I wonder if I'll ever play Minecraft again. On day...
Switching to Vodafone is now easy with one-touch switch. We sort everything out for you. We even call your current provider and help towards any leaving fees. Which means you can still get the same reliable full fibre broadband you need, but for less. One-touch switch today.
The great thing about potential is that it doesn't fade. It simply waits for the day you decide to use it. So go on, make one day today. It all starts with skills.
See how you can switch careers. Search Skills for Life.
On day 170, it was time to get serious. We have 30 days left, and this is what our home area looks like. We need a new building. Specifically a big farm right here, strategically placed in the middle of the giant bridge. You should know every good building starts with terraforming. That's why the lighthouse was bad. So I want to fill this whole sand area up with grass, and also level a lot of the hill down because parts of it are way too high. So that's what I'm doing. I'm digging up the hill, and in this clip I'm burning a pig alive for 0 food. What makes a pig drop no pork chops? Once I finished digging the area out, I started shaping the rest of the hill. There were a lot of caves on the side, so I had to make sure they were covered as well, or else it would look bad. I also had to blend the sides in so they didn't look completely unnatural, so that is what I continued doing on day 171. And after doing that, all I had to do was fill in the holes. Now we have a nice artificial hill to build on. On day 172, I started to place an outline for the farm. I wanted the farm to be inside of a giant barn, so the wood will actually be much taller than this. After outlining, I laid down some cobblestone for the first layer. Definitely didn't make it uneven by accident, and then I started building the second layer out of wood planks. I then had an idea of how tall this layer would be, so I began lining the area with logs. But I was pretty broke when it came to taiga logs, so this is how far we got. On day 173, I cut down a bunch of spruce trees. It's very different than my previous 5 times cutting down trees. Those were oak. I was also shearing sheep because I needed wool for this build, and I was killing pigs because I hate pigs. I also forgot to collect some tall grass last time I went for new blocks, and I also gathered some seeds for the farm. And on day 174, I also cut down a bunch of trees. Yeah, I needed a lot of wood for this farm, but by the end of the day, I had about 6 stacks of logs, so I figured that was enough. The reason I gathered wool was to make an X pattern on the walls of the barn, kinda like this, but this is just not that at all. So instead, I just did this design. It looks way better. I continued expanding the second layer of logs like this, and then I started switching all the walls to the new wool pattern. That's way better than the X. I also started swapping some spruce logs for oak logs to make it more textured, and then I made an outline of where the roof will be. On day 176, I started filling in the roof with oak planks, because there's no way I have enough logs to only use logs for the roof. Even planks is gonna be a struggle. Look how much I still have to place. I built an arch on the other side of the barn as well, and now that I didn't need any more logs, I could just go crazy with the planks on the roof, until I ran out. So I went back to the nether again. This was probably the most dangerous tree cutting session yet. Every single tree had at least one of these guys. But at least on day 177, it was less dangerous, other than this guy. He was the only problem. And after gathering a ton of wood for the 900th time, I was back to the zombie-infested roof. By the end of the day, I'd finished about half of the roof, and on day 178, I finished the whole roof. The roof did kind of create a new problem though, but I ignored that and started designing the second layer of the walls. I decided to go with stone and cobblestone because they're different from wood. I only had like 30 pieces of stone though, so I started fighting the room of mobs instead. Also, this is something you'll never see again: an Enderman burning from sunlight. After getting rid of the mob spawner, I filled in the rest of the walls, and this is what it looks like so far. Ignore the fences down there. I was getting experimental. For the rest of the night I mined stone, because we need a lot more than 30 to finish the barn, and on day 179 I filled in the cobblestone layers. Obviously we can't do the stone part yet, because we have to cook it. I also put some cobblestone along the arch like this, and then I filled in the rest of it with wood. Not bad. For some reason, torches were not working in this area, and I was still getting mobs in the barn, so I added more light. And I also filled in the backside of the barn, because I hadn't done that yet. In mid to late 2020, I made a return to Minecraft. I was tired of playing Fortnite and needed something to play. Luckily, Tapel's UHC server was really popular at the time, and since I had a history of playing UHC in the past, this server got me back into Minecraft. So that's why I made a golden apple. It was the Tapel logo. We had to make a few sacrifices to get this gold, though. The gold bed will be missed. If you hadn't noticed, I'm down to eating rotten flesh now, and that's the food problem I was talking about on day 160. It's kicked in, but we'll get food another time. Right now, we just have to wait for the sun to rise. On day 180, the sun rose, so it's off to the nether to get some food. For the first time in this world, I found a village, so I obviously stole all the crops so I could get some food. I don't think anyone cared though, because there are no villagers in the village. I also cut down even more spruce wood. Yeah, it turns out I need to use these to build the interior of the barn. I kind of forgot about that. And yeah, other than burning mobs, that's really it. Actually, I found another village as well, but this time there was residents. So I slept in the middle of the library. I am now the librarian. On day 181, I broke a bookshelf and found out that they don't drop books. This is a good day for people who hate books. I also got more food, found a creeper in the daytime, and cut down more trees. And I want you to remember how much food I have on this day. On day 181, I had 39 steak. And in this next clip where I'm mining cobblestone, I'm already down to 35. To be fair, Steve is getting some crazy protein in, but this is a lot of steak. No one should eat this much steak. On day 182, I smelted the stone so we can finish the top walls of the barn, and I also thought this entrance was a little empty, so I started to add a wall layer on the top. It's kind of like a portal to the barn dimension. I filled in the 2 missing walls on the side, and now the front of the barn is actually finished, or so you think. I actually wanted to use some extra stone to put a little bit more detail on the walls like this. I also removed the dirt staircase because I don't think we want to keep that, and then a spider caused me to lose part of the barn. The spider actually managed to stop me from running away from the creeper. That's impressive. Okay, now the front is actually done. And most of the outside is done as well, so it was time to start working on the inside. I followed the same design with the logs as I did on the outside, and on day 183, I filled the walls in with stone because I forgot to yesterday. I then filled in this top area to build an upper layer, and I put some fences on the side so you can't fall off. Why is there mobs spawning in here again? This mob problem was
Okay.
this much light in any other version before this. So now we have the lightest barn in existence. I added a staircase to the second layer at the back of the barn like this, and then I started digging out an area where we will put some water so I can grow my crops. I also wanted to make the water flow back out into the lake, but on day 184, I think I underestimated how far the lake was. So I had to make a huge tunnel that leads all the way to the lake, and now we have a supernatural looking water flow. I also made a sewer kind of design on the back, even though it's not a sewer. I just think it seems right. And then I did the same thing on the other side, but this time the area we have for water flow is even worse. After doing this, it was time to hoe all the dirt, and then plant some wheat seeds like this. Okay, how is that not light enough for seeds? Because of this problem, I added some bridges across the water for light, and then I put some slabs as a pathway to the other side as well. Next, I hoed the dirt on the other side so I could put some melons here, but no pumpkins, unfortunately, because pumpkin seeds don't exist. And now the farm area is kinda complete. We do need a bit more wood to finish it though. So on day 185, I mined wood. It is insane how many times this has happened. I also got more stone as well, because you might as well do both. And at the end of the day, I started to make the floor of the farm look better. I added some fences to make it harder for things to walk in and walk on the crops. And I added a wood path on the side because it looks nicer than grass. And I added some posts on the side because why not? Finally, I got rid of this dirt on day 186 and put some wood under the stairs instead. I also started digging out some holes in the middle area so I could make a pathway, and I used gravel, stone, and cobblestone for the path just like the other ones outside. And now the inside of the farm is actually complete. I built a bit more of a path to connect it to the main path to the castle, and now the barn is officially complete. So for the rest of the day, I just made the area around it look nicer. I planted some trees on the side, bone mealed the area up a little bit, added a creeper hole to the mountain in front, and then I placed some different kind of trees on the top as well. It's definitely not as good as the castle, but it's still a nice addition to the area. Something I didn't realize about this update is that I was missing a new achievement, Sniper Duel. The one where you kill a skeleton from 50 meters. I needed to do that. The problem with Sniper Duel is... how is that not 50 meters? Or that. You need to be really far away from the skeleton to do the achievement, but the arrows aren't exactly accurate in this version. The skeletons will also just randomly disappear. Yeah, at some range they just vanish. I don't know how many blocks it is, but it isn't far. So on day 187, I had to come up with a plan to get this achievement. But first I had to kill some skeletons for bone meal. The plan was simple. Shoot a million more arrows at the invisible skeleton and hope it hits. Nah, that wasn't actually the plan. I just didn't think I had to resort to it on this day. But at the end of the night, all I had done was killed an enderman with a bow, which isn't even possible in new Minecraft, so it's a pretty weird sight. So on day 188, after using all my bone meal, I started digging an area 50 blocks up above my skeleton farm. I thought that surely if I went 50 blocks up, that would count for the achievement. The problem that I ran into though, is that skeletons disappear when I'm 50 blocks out, and at a certain range, they just completely despawn. So the whole day I was shooting into the void, not knowing they were despawning. So for the rest of the night, I just tried the old method, and this is how my arrows were landing with my crosshair staying in the same place. For some reason, as I said earlier, the bows are super inaccurate, so this was the most annoying night so far. With the despawning and the arrow inaccuracy, this achievement felt basically impossible. I remember in the early stages of me doing YouTube, it felt like it was basically impossible to grow. I was posting videos and none of them would get recommended, and I just couldn't understand it. When all hope was lost and I was about to quit, the only thing that kept me going was my TikTok account. I had somehow managed to get 100,000 followers on there before, so I had that as proof I could succeed. A month later, I posted what is now known as my first video, so if I never made Minecraft videos on TikTok, I would have never become a YouTuber in the first place.
What the
Which is
fuck?
why I built the TikTok logo as the 9th slot of the museum. But other than that, I hope the TikTok era is forgotten. Those videos were horrible. Day 189 was my last night attempting the skeleton achievement. I decided to go on top of the castle to make sure I was definitely 50 blocks away, but none of the skeletons I killed ended up being 50 meters, so I guess it's impossible. On day 100,
This room's done.
Time to forget the achievement though, because it was
That
updated.
room's
This update added not being able to open
kinda
doors,
done.
my house randomly getting turned into a swamp, and a massive list of things that is longer than the previous update was. To summarize it, we have a big nether update, the end and the ender dragon were added, and there's more achievements that we need to get. But first, I went back in time to show you some stupid features from updates before. In beta 1.9 pre-release 1, jumping gives you XP, and because of this you can't hold down jump anymore. In pre-release 4, you can place water on top of water, and in pre-release 5, pressing F9 stops you from moving your mouse, pressing F6 gives you weird movement, and you can change the rotation of your camera. I know updating to beta 1.9 in this video is controversial because the full release is Minecraft 1.0, but the update has beta in the name, so you can't really argue with that. Seriously, please don't. Today it's time to start working on getting these new achievements, because there is a lot of them. Apparently we haven't got diamonds yet, so we're starting with that, which means we gotta go to the nether. And we gotta run to some new chunks. You may remember 10 days ago when I told you to remember I had 39 steak? Well, I'm officially already out of steak. This is not normal food consumption. Steve has a problem. At the end of the day, I finally made it to new chunks and found a cave, got more melon seeds, and on day 191, I mined diamonds for the first time ever. The reason I'm using an iron pick is because it's my first time mining diamonds, obviously. It was also my first time mining obsidian at super speed. Yeah, for some reason obsidian breaks really fast in pre-release 6. And with the obsidian I made an enchant table, which is another achievement, but those achievements were simple compared to the next achievement. I didn't exactly know how much sharpness it would take to do 8 hearts in one hit, but I knew that I was not getting it done in this cave. So on day 192, I headed back to my base. More specifically, I went back to use the mob farm since I'm gonna need it to grind XP. But first, we need a lot of sugar canes so we can get a level 30 enchant. Also, this is the first time in almost 200 days that I carried a bow and actually used it. I tried the skeleton achievement one more time, and this attempt perfectly explains why it's so stupid. If only I had a target block and a trapdoor. I dug out an area down at my mob spawner where I could put my enchanting area, and this version is really weird with the enchant levels, so I added more bookshelves than usual. See that? Level 31. That's not normal. After setting this up, I spent the rest of the day just farming XP. And on day 193, I don't think I moved from the spawner once at all. Like, I just sat here clicking skeletons and that's it. And by day 194, I only had 26 levels, so we still needed to farm 4 more levels. After getting 30 levels, I went back to get some diamonds to make a new sword, and then I got to level 31, just in case I got a level 31 enchant like we saw earlier. I unfortunately did end up finding a level 31 enchant, but I didn't realize and went past it, so I guess we're left with a classic level 30 enchant. Smite 4 isn't the worst thing we could have got, because at least it was enough for the achievement. So on day 195, we were done with the enchantment achievements, and it was time to move on to the nether achievements. The first one was actually just going to the nether, which we did on day 190, and the next achievement was getting a blaze rod, so we needed to find a fortress. Somehow it only took me 2 minutes to find a fortress. I guess they were more common in old Minecraft. And instantly I found some nether wart. This will be a lot more useful for the next achievement after killing the blaze. Speaking of killing a blaze, this is a tutorial for what not to do. You should actually not kill the blaze over lava, so you get the blaze rod. Even though the achievement is done, I'm gonna need a lot more of these to get to the end for the last achievement. So I spent a little bit more time killing blazes, and after that I needed to find a ghast for return to sender. But first I mined some glowstone because it finally drops normally in this update. And after that I did the ghast achievement. 2 times actually, if you count what I did on day 196. The next achievement is to brew a potion, so I made some speed potions. I also put the new nether blocks in the chest, and this plus the old museum is almost every block. I probably missed some, but whatever. After potion brewing, there was only 2 achievements left, getting to the stronghold and killing the dragon. So on day 196, it was time to start preparing for the end. I wanted to enchant my bow, but it isn't possible to enchant bows yet in this version, so instead I just enchanted my pickaxe. Fortune 1 for a level 15 is crazy. I wanted efficiency because there's a cool thing you can do with efficiency in this version, so I enchanted a different pickaxe to demonstrate. Basically, efficiency works on any block. It doesn't matter the tool. This is how I learned how to play Minecraft. You break a tree with a pickaxe. For the rest of the night, I killed Endermen for Ender Eyes, which is revenge for them stealing blocks around my base, and on day 197, I went to look for the stronghold. While looking for the stronghold, I got to travel through all these old chunks one final time. Which is a really terrible thing, because the Eye of Ender led me to an old chunk. Either one of 2 things are happening here. Either the stronghold somehow spawned in an old chunk, or my world is glitched because it's old. After making it down to Y11, it looked like it was the second option. I tried some X-ray tech to see if the stronghold was here, and maybe the eye was just off by a bit. I even looked through a nearby cave as well, but it seems there is no stronghold in this chunk. With this happening, and the stuff happening with the skeleton achievement before, I was not having fun. I went back to my base and killed a few more Endermen to recover some broken eyes, and that's it. That was day 197. You may have noticed that I haven't uploaded on this channel very recently, and I'm gonna be honest, I just haven't wanted to make Minecraft videos as much as I used to. I've been uploading Fortnite videos on a different channel, and I've enjoyed that way more than I do making Minecraft videos. So this could possibly be the last video on this channel. I wanted to make this because everyone always asked for a part 2, and I honestly just missed playing Minecraft regularly. Like, yeah, this is still a video, but it's way more of just playing the game than anything else on this channel. So that is what the skeleton face is for. The end of Minecraft. Since the Ender Eye leads to nothing at spawn, my only chance of finding a stronghold was to run far enough away for the eye to change directions. So that is what I did, except the eye didn't change directions. Apparently 4,000 blocks wasn't enough. We had to go a lot further. I'm gonna be honest, for the rest of the day I was traveling through this ocean, and on day 199 I was still in a world record ocean. I saw a light at the bottom and got excited, but it was just a lava pool, and around 4,000 blocks into the ocean, it began to rain. I finally hit land after 5 more minutes of boating, and this is what we get. Still the same eye. So we have to go further. That also wasn't the end of the ocean. Nope, there's more ocean to go. My boat broke from not even touching a lily pad as well. That's fun. And 9,000 blocks out, it still goes the wrong direction. By now it's pretty apparent that the game is just broken, or this was a feature. I'm not sure. But it seems like the eye only ever points to one stronghold in the entire world. So we're probably not gonna make it to the end, unfortunately. Honestly, as the updates progress, the game just keeps getting more annoying. And that's not me saying the newer versions of Minecraft are worse, they're objectively better. But for some reason I wanted the video to be perfect. No world breaking every time I update, no impossible achievements to complete. I wanted the video to end with me killing the Ender Dragon. The end of the game, the end of the video, the end of the channel. This was supposed to be my last video on this channel, but after editing this, it doesn't really feel that way at all. Maybe it marks the end of a certain type of content on my channel, but I can't see myself never making a Minecraft video again. So that's it. I figured it out. This is not the end. Literally, we are not getting to the end. It's impossible. Yeah, the eye went that way again. And it broke. That's it. I'm done. That was it. That wasn't actually it though, because after watching that, it really made no sense. I want to clarify, I doubt I will upload on here soon, because of Fortnite and other things with YouTube, but I actually had fun making this video, so maybe in the future I will make more videos like this instead of what I used to post. So I'm killing the Ender Dragon in creative mode to show you what you missed, the most unperfect end to the video possible. I find it kind of funny that you have to fly to the stronghold in old versions. I forgot about a time before /locate. In fact, you can't even switch game modes in this version. That's why I'm stuck fighting in creative. The Ender Dragon is named Boss Health in this, and the proper way to fight the dragon when you're not in game mode is like this. You have to constantly watch the dragon because it swoops on you frequently. I honestly think this dragon fight is a lot better than the current one we have right now, and if you combine but yeah, that's my day 200 dragon fight. Even gave me the achievements because achievements weren't world-based back then. Also, I don't know why the portal spawns here. I hope you enjoyed this 200 days. I know I enjoyed it, even though it didn't seem like it towards the end. And if I never make a video on this channel again, well, at least now you know where to find me.
Okay. One day until I actually beat 200 days in Minecraft.
So Fortnite just added Reload Ranked. Okay, we're not even gonna do this again. But basically I wanted to play the new Ranked mode, specifically 0 builds, to see how easy it is. So in this video, I played 5 games to see how far we can get. Will we make it to Unreal in 5 games? I hope not, or something is broken.
Frick, I'm like in the ocean, bro.
on, stop.
I killed one of the guys shooting me.
This guy's 114, 114.
Wait, there's two guys. Bro, this guy's one. Oh, don't die, don't die. Wait, I'm back. No, I'm actually running, bro. Wait, honest.
Where are we though?
In the thing. He's 0 build. Like, this guy just popped a mini while running while his first shot accuracy in the 2 Oh, these guys are humans.
110? That.
Why am I balloon battling a guy in a bush?
Oh, behind us. 70, 139? Base death?
Yo, I'm one, bro.
Oh my god, what the? I can't see you, you're invisible. How am I moving by myself?
I'm invisible. Yeah, I can't see you.
You're invisible, and I'm movable. I don't even know where you are, because I can't see you. I can see your name tag.
Some guy porta bunkered on top of the...
30, 40?
Oh, he's gotta be the low.
34 white, that. $84, 126, 168 white.
At the end of all that, you're probably thinking we placed super high, but nah, I'm in silver 2. And the crazy thing is, Dawn placed in silver 3 with less kills than me. So the goal of the video now has changed to can we make it to plat in 5 games? Which means we have 4 more games to go.
I'm just waiting for day 200.
Dude, I'm really ruined it, alright? Like, I'm shooting dead on. This guy's missing.
80?
Oh, wait, I have no shield still.
You don't lose.
No, I just didn't notice.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
Jesus Christ. Mango Man, chill the fuck out. Yeah, I'm just dead, because this guy is, like, running in circles on one.
Oh shit.
Don't die. You're good, you're good, you're good. You can die now. Not headshot, how? I killed one outside. He's on top. He's dropping down.
Yeah, you hear him. Hey, he just jumped off.
I can't get up. Like, you see what's happening?
I got it, yeah.
No, like, that's some stupid... I can't climb it. Yeah, there's only 6 people left. What happened?
Oh, it's got sniped in the head.
In here now. Oh, this works, I guess.
There's like 10 people here. What is going on? Another big game, and we got Silver 3. Plus 113%. So with 3 games left, we're gonna need a double rank up, or we will not be hitting plat. I'm just not counting this game. Like, I know it's cheating to not count this game, but bro. That's the only argument I have. I'm just not counting this game. But yeah, after this, Dawn wanted to get off anyways, so we got Striker now. I also dressed up in a Halloween costume for this game, so we can get serious. So like, we'll just say 3 games left still.
Is this reload?
No, we're on the OG map, dude. It's not reload.
I'm actually confused though, like how are we on the mini-map with me?
Dude, why am I always getting shot by people I'm not fighting in this game?
No, 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 no.
I don't have any more blood.
Okay, bro, I'll throw you impulse.
Huh?
Did they ban shooting people up the air? I shot this guy 3 times, it just blanks. This guy, like, I have blanked on. It's the same guy. I've blanked so many times shooting him.
Oh.
So I just keeps. It's the same guy. He keeps landing on me. He's invincible. I shoot him up the air every time I get him.
Bro's crouching behind a tree.
After this game, we were in gold, with 2 games left to hit plat. Still sort of possible. I also somehow queued into a game solo right after this. Once again, we are not counting this. I'm not supposed to be solo. And like, the way I died in this was so stupid too. I just launched on this guy with no guns reloaded. But yeah, I mean,
And there we go. 200 days survived in my survival.
We still have 2 games left, right?
In my survival world.
Nope.
What the hell? Who's this?
I'll see you all later. Goodbye.